Hello, Internet. I'm on the floor today, and I wanted to tell you guys about the time when I was in high school that I got kicked out of my band. So let's get into it. When I was like 17, 18, I was in a hardcore band with a bunch of my really good friends. The band had already existed, and I joined later in its existence. So they had already written some songs that I wasn't a part of the songwriting process, but then I ended up writing songs with them and it was really cool. We used to use this program called Tabit, and it's like a MIDI program, and it just sounds really like old and like shitty, but it was a way to like send each other songs that we were writing so we could like learn them and then play them together in practice. So that was really cool. A little caveat about this story too is I've brought this up to my friends who were in the band later in life because I'm still friends with most of them. And both of them were kind of like not trying to talk about it. And they weren't really like giving that many details. This retelling is a mixture of my memories and what they've told me. So, we're playing shows, things are going good, we're practicing. I guess when I got a girlfriend, they were upset about that. I don't remember exactly why. Maybe I guess I missed some practices, but like I remember other people missing practices for the same reasons too. But then fast forward to I'm on the phone, I'm by myself and they're all together. And they basically kicked me out of the band or told me that I wasn't in the band anymore. I remember my first thought being like, "Oh man, my bass guitar, I played bass in the band, is at their jam space." And it wasn't even my bass, so I was like, I gotta get it back from them and give it back to the rightful owner. But then they ended up using it without me, but that's beside the point. And I don't remember I just remember being very like weird. It's like another one. I was like, why? Like, why are you guys so? What did I do that was so upsetting to you guys? But honestly, I think about this story all the time for two reasons. One, I'm going to get into in a second when I finish the story. And the other one is that I'm 32 now, right? When I think back to a lot of friendships that I had when I was younger, and I think about how they ended or why they ended or just weird things that happened, I just remember being like, why were they treating me this way? Like, why were they so weird to me about this? And it's like, yeah, maybe I was definitely like an annoying person sometimes, and I still am an annoying person sometimes, where I guess maybe people just didn't want to deal with me. And when you're a teenager, you don't really like care to have those conversations. At least I didn't, or people didn't when I was younger. So that kind of sucks, especially now because I don't really have any friends. Ironically, aside from the people, some of the people that were in this band that I'm talking about, it just like hurts extra because it was like, man, even the people that I really care about hurt me, you know? But I think this is a Bob Marley quote. Like everybody's going to hurt you, but you have to just pick the ones that are worth feeling the hurt or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But yeah, let me finish the story. So basically, I'm on the phone with them and they're just kicking me out of the band. I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get my shit. And then they thought that they hung up, but then they didn't. And I stayed on the phone because I heard them still talking and they were just like talking shit about me. And I just listened for a couple minutes, just hearing these people that I was in a band with. We like wrote songs together. I've known a lot of them pretty much my whole life. And at this point, we're like 18 years old too. So it's like maybe 17 or 18. So I'm like, we're not like little kids either. You're still, when you're 17, 18, you're definitely a kid, but not like dumb little kids. So I'm like, damn, this is really shitty and it really sucks. And I feel so stupid that this story still spins around in my mind because I don't think any of them think about it ever, to be honest. And I felt that way even more so when I brought it up. Or maybe they do think about it and they feel bad about it and that's why they didn't want to talk about it. But I'm like, why can't people just be honest with me? I feel like I'm in this weird in between where I'm crazy enough where people are afraid that if they say something that I'm going to like snap or something's going to happen, but I'm not crazy enough where they're like genuinely concerned. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So I've noticed that people throughout my life, they don't treat me normal, but then they don't want to talk about why they don't think that I'm worthy of being treated normal. It's really fucking frustrating, which I think is just one of many reasons why I choose to isolate myself and spend most of my time by myself. Luckily, I do have a partner who eventually I'm going to get to come on this channel. She already said she would do it. I'm just kind of scared to do that, and I'm trying to figure out how I really want to do that, but eventually I'm going to have her on my channel. You guys will love her. So yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys can relate to this at all, if this feeling is something that other people feel, if you feel like sharing any stories. This is like embarrassing. And I feel like I don't feel embarrassed very often because I just genuinely don't care about how people perceive me for the most part. But yeah, I just feel like this story is so stupid. And every time I think about it, I feel so dumb for still caring about it. But I'm like, nah, this is just an example of this feeling. So let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next video. I got to get up to press stop.